Here's why. Because if you really zoom out and look at everything that's happening right now, the tariffs, the bond market chaos, the Fed drama, and even the idea or the rumor of the super bond, it all points back to one thing: the US needing to refinance its debt. Or at least some of it. $9 trillion is coming due this year, and if interest rates stay this high, that refinancing becomes a nightmare. Just like most people can't afford to refinance a mortgage at 8%, the US can't afford to roll over its national debt without triggering even more deficits, more borrowing, and eventually more inflation. And in the long term, most economists say that it's an unsustainable path.
In the long run, the U.S. is on an unsustainable fiscal path. The U.S. federal government's on an unsustainable fiscal path, and that just means that the debt is growing faster than the economy.
So the question is, how do we fix that? You can do whatever you can to get interest rates down. You pressure the Fed, you scare the markets, and you maybe even reshape the story around inflation and say, hey, it's already coming down. Now it's time to cut. But when the Fed doesn't cut as fast as it needs to, that's where the magic trick takes another turn and it has to adapt. And President Trump is trying to replace Jerome Powell at this point, the man who kind of controls the interest rate. On April 17th, President Trump said termination of Jerome Powell cannot come fast enough. And the last time a Fed chair was fired was never. It's never happened in history. And that's because legally, the president can't just fire the Fed chair because he doesn't like the interest rate. He's trying to bring back 0% rates, and Jerome Powell stands in the way of that goal. And the reason he's not lowering rates today is because Jerome Powell believes the economy is in a good place and there's no reason to.
Despite heightened uncertainty and downside risks, the U.S. economy is still in a solid position.
Now, technically, Jerome Powell's term runs until 2026, and the law says he can only be removed for cause, which means misconduct, but not policy disagreements. But that's still not stopping President Trump from looking into workarounds like reassigning Jerome Powell to a different role or appointing a shadow Fed chair, which is someone who's not officially in charge but publicly acts like they are. And that someone might be someone like Scott Bessent.
Do you believe you have the power to remove him? And are you trying to do that?
I don't think he's doing the job. He's too late, always too late, a little slow, and I'm not happy with him. I let him know it, and if I want him out,